But I mean, this is some pretty positive news, though, guys, in my opinion. In the opinion of a father of the Tekken community. So there's... I mean, I felt rather optimistic when I've said that Tekken 8 might drop in 2023. Right in time for Christmas, my favorite holiday. But it looks like I might not have been optimistic. I might have been realistic. Bandai Namco announces Tekken 8 could release in 2023. And this is from, you know, the company themselves. This is not some random game journalist who pulls it out of his ass while on the toilet after a big session at Taco Bell. No, this is from Bandai Namco. And when we discuss Tekken 8, what character do we want to see? Akuma! Yeah! He'll be back! I just know it! Said Super Akuma, lonely in his basement. So let's see. During Bandai Namco's latest earnings call, the publisher announced Tekken 8 could launch in 2023. Where did they say this? At the earnings call. So that's when, you know, a company is responsible to its shareholders, right? Gotta make those big profits. So that's when you have meetings and you discuss your plans and how is everything going. One investor, oh, that was me, by the way. No. Who asked Bandai Namco if the company had any games releasing in 2023 that provides a new experience value. That's very important. Like Elden Ring, you know, received this response. We are planning a large number of projects. Tekken 8 is also under development with the aim of launching in fiscal 2023 or later. Right, so this is important when a game launches due to, you know, what were the profits of a specific year. So if Tekken 8 releases in 2023, that's huge for the company as well. But either way, so this is, you know, nothing's confirmed. But at least now you know they're actually aiming for 2023. I don't think they would bullshit here. I think they would only say this if that's, you know, in the pipeline, in the schedule, in the plans. So this is pretty awesome news. And, you know, I think it makes sense. Like, Harada has always said, you know, fighting games shouldn't cannibalize on one another. So you want to, you know, drop them at least a year after one another. And Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, that was 1 year apart. February of 2016 saw Street Fighter 5. And then 1 year, 4 months later, Tekken 7 is released, not Tekken 8. But so here, I think they will actually be quite close to each other. I think from what this looks like, I don't know, Street Fighter 6 launches in the spring, I think, of next year, 2023. So then, like, half a year later, plus, Tekken 8 will launch. So maybe, you know, 6 or 8 months apart is seen as that's enough time. So we don't eat up each other's profits too much. So I think that could make sense. And honestly, the fighting game genre and market is a little bit saturated right now compared to what it looked like when Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 dropped, right? I don't know if you were involved back then, but it was a little bit more dead, wasn't it? Whereas now you have like a lot of big titles. There's sort of been a resurgence. And then you have Project L on the way, which is going to be a huge free-to-play from Riot Games. That's probably going to attract a huge mainstream audience. I mean, hopefully. That could perhaps be sort of a gateway drug into the bigger drugs like Tekken. So, yeah, pretty good news. Seems pretty realistic. And I'm also going to mention that a lot of people have told me that, oh my god, Tekken 8 is now listed on the PlayStation Store. It has its own page. And it's the same on the Xbox Store. And it also has a Steam page. And people say this means it drops within 12 months. And I don't know how accurate that is. Does that really mean anything? But I guess, you know, it's something to be mentioned. It has its own page on all of these large platforms. So at least it means something. I hope. And the last thing I'm going to mention is a conspiracy theory from Masood. Masood sent me this. Look at this shit! D8, so this was a tweet from the Game Awards. And you remember how the Game Awards, right after the Tekken 8 trailer was revealed at that Sony PlayStation event, they immediately tweeted, oh yeah, Tekken 8, yeah. They were like the first ones to tweet. It almost looked to some people like choreographed or in sync, synchronized. Is that the word? And now, Game Awards dropped this, D8. And I'm like, well, I guess it's on December the 8th, right? So I guess that's what it means. But what Masood was immediately like, oh my god, no, check this shit. D8, Tekken 8, D8, Tekken 8. It's the exact same. This means John F. Kennedy was shot by the Game Awards. Harada took the money, blah, blah. You know, I'm like, for fuck's sakes, Masood. But he apparently thinks that this means we're gonna have a huge trailer for Tekken 8 at Game Awards. That Game Awards are basically saying that, you know, oh my god, it's happening. I don't know, but to be honest, yeah, I mean, this to me looks like a standard. I don't know how many games have used this or ads. But the thing is, when you think about the fact that they were so quick to tweet about the trailer, Tekken 8, they said something cryptic, right? I don't remember the exact tweet, but Game Awards said something cryptic involving Tekken 8. Like, oh, maybe something will be shown at the Game Awards. And now they tweet this, and it, you know, it's an 8 in red. Everyone's looking for Tekken 8. So I don't know. It could mean something. Or is it a coincidence that we tweeted after the reveal and now they tweet this and it's very similar to the Tekken 8 logo? So I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, we might potentially get to see something at Game Awards. And it would kind of make sense because then I've said, you know, maybe it's that Tekken World Tour Finals. That's the World Cup in Tekken. You know, that's when they show something. But then you think about the fact that how many people are gonna watch that live, right? So it makes sense. Game Awards, that's a lot of people are interested. A lot of mainstream casual gamers. Would make sense, but who knows? So I'll tune in and be extremely disappointed. And now, for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, the 8th sequel to the franchise, it's Pac-Man 8! And Harada goes, thank you, thank you. But I also thought this one was interesting. But I thought this was cool and worth to mention. I'm not trying to milk this YouTube video as much as possible. I'm actually trying to fit in relevant information. This is not me stalling for as long as I can. I promise, okay? Wait, where was it? I'm just trolling. But I honestly liked this, that as soon as an investor asks, so is there anything new planned? We are planning a large number of projects, but I like that Tekken 8 is the game he wants to mention straight away. But it even gets a mention here. And I think this shows sort of, what's the English word? A paradigm shift? Paradigmskifte in Swedish. They feel that Tekken is such an important franchise now, but it's paradigm shift. Yeah, but it's actually worth mentioning like this. This is a big tentpole for us now. 10 million sales, Tekken 8, you know, it's Unreal Engine 5. They're pushing it with the budget. It's going to be full on next gen. It's a serious fucking, it's a big deal to them. To the company itself. Like Tekken 8 is coming. You know, that wasn't a given with the huge failure of Tag 2 and then Tekken 7. You know, it was like, well, it's probably gonna be a dud, but we'll try. But now it's like, this is a big deal. Hey, investors, Tekken 8 is coming. You know. So I like that. So, yeah, I guess those are the news. Might get Tekken 8 next year. Awesome. Awesome. So thanks for listening to me and have a nice day. Bye-bye.